It's a blessing to be here. We are blessed, dear God. Thank you so much. Amen. Good afternoon, everyone. This is In Truth and in Spirit Well of Worship Fellowship. We are here every Sunday. We have been running a series in the book of Ecclesiastes. This is episode 6, and we entitled this series Life Scripts. And we have always said that a life script is a cognitive psychology where each of us has, excuse me, where each of us have a life schema or a life script, whether we're aware of it or not. Something that dictates our living, our choices, a base of our worldview. So that's what we've been talking about throughout this series. And we are back this Sunday. This episode 6 is entitled Consumerism. And we are reading from the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 5, from verse 10 to verse 16. It says, "He who loves money will not be satisfied with money, nor he who loves abundance with its income. This too is vanity." Verse 11, "When good things increase, those who consume them increase. So what is the advantage to their owners except to look on?" Verse 12, "The sleep of the working man is pleasant, whether he eats little or much. But the full stomach of the rich man does not allow him to sleep." Verse 13, "There is a grievous evil which I have seen under the sun, riches being hoarded by their owner to his heart." 14, "When those riches were lost through a bad investment, and he had fathered a son, then there was nothing to support him." Verse 15, "As he had come naked from his mother's womb, so will he return as he came. He will take nothing from the fruit of his labor that he can carry in his hand." Verse 16 says, "This also is a grievous evil. Exactly as a man is born, thus will he die." Thus will he die. You see? As a man dies, as a man is born, thus will he die. Interesting. Interesting. So that is our verse today under the title of Consumerism. That's our verse. Now, normally we start with simple life application lessons. The first lesson that we'd like to draw from this passage is in verse 10. It says, verse 10 teaches about the attitude of more and better and the deception of satisfaction. Consumerism thrives on creating the illusion that the next purchase will bring satisfaction. Ecclesiastes warns us that this is a lie. Chasing wealth and possessions for their own sake is a bottomless pit. By the way, have you ever wondered how much is enough? I normally ask this question: how much money do you need so that you can be sorted for the rest of your life? There is no figure. So you can only estimate. And estimating is a bottomless pit. Yes, you estimate basing on the estimation. That is what you can do. You know? So so we don't know how much we need. All right? But what does verse 10 say? Verse 10 says, "He who loves money will not be satisfied with money." Can you imagine the Bible saying such a thing? It said this 2,000 years ago. He who loves money We will not be satisfied with it, nor he who loves abundance with its income. How much money is enough? None of us knows. Verse 11 teaches us that excessive and unnecessary production creates an obsessed market that results into commodity fetishism. You know what commodity fetishism is? Fetishism, commodity fetishism, you know. Life and living can only be realized in money and merchandise. Your life is in what you purchase and what you have. Until you have something, you are not living a quality life. That's fetishism. It's a cult. It's witchcraft. You know, verse 12 teaches us that wealth and sleep do not mix. Yes. You cannot be wealthy and sleep again. Rich people don't sleep.
They're worried about
You can't sleep. They have sleepless nights. Because look here, an American, okay, told you that he will call you at 3 in the morning about the $200,000.
But did you not come across that TikTok or YouTube, that social media video of the permanent secretary of finance?
No.
No. He was talking about the ills of wealth.
The ills of wealth.
Well, how he wakes up very early, check on at midnight and 1 and 2, check on the stars so that learning properly.
Yes. Someone read verse 12. Someone read verse 12. You guys are not with your Bible, but mine is here. The sleep of the working man is pleasant, whether he eats little or much. Okay? But the full stomach of the rich man does not allow him to sleep. That's what the Bible says.
He is on God.
Yes.
But the God who is God gives
yes.
him well.
You see? So these are the problems of wealth. Now, lesson 4, verse 13. Verse 13 teaches us that wealth hurts than it can heal. The damages that wealth is going to cause to your health, wealth itself cannot fix. Because consumerism encourages constant acquisition of wealth, okay, and accumulation. Ecclesiastes warns that hoarded wealth isn't neutral. It can actively harm its owner. This harm can be spiritual, that is greed, hardening of the heart. It can be relational, isolation and envy. It can be practical, target of theft and killing one another. It is the rich that kill fellow rich. It is the rich. Recently I buried my father, the father of my young brother, Edson. His father was rich. Another rich guy killed him. Because of business. We lost our father. So these are the troubles of wealth.
The wealthy sleep after midnight and wake up at 4 to make sure that they beat the jam by 5.
Yes. Hey. They slept at midnight and they have to wake up at 3.
And even to be at work,
yes. They don't sleep. Finally, the last lesson is the fragility of wealth. It might take you longer to garner wealth than it takes for that wealth to vanish. Wealth is fragile. The lifespan of wealth is like that of a tomato. So there must be constant maintenance. The refrigerator must be on for you to make sure that tomato is all right.
We have a Uganda saying, no one is sending me. Sending because the woman country. We know for the country.
New money must maintain the old money. So where his lifespan is very fragile, you have to have a very strong system of maintenance. That is why the pressures of the wealthy man are not the same of the poor man. You, the poor people, are blessed in your poverty. Yes, you are very much blessed. You can sleep. No one is looking for you. Who helps the poor? It is you yourself who help yourself. You, the poor, can sleep when your front door is open. What is in your house to steal? It is a blessing. You can sleep in peace. Do you have a security guard at your home, Mr. Simeon? Why? This one has 4.
I pay 4 security guards every month.
Do you now understand what we're talking about? The pressure. Let's switch now to consumerism. What is consumerism? What is it? There's this definition. Consumerism is a social and economic ideology, life script. You remember? Ideology, life script. That prioritizes the acquisition of goods and services as a primary source of personal happiness, social status, and economic progress. That is consumerism. The ideology that we can get happiness, social status, and economic growth from the acquisition of property. That's consumerism. And how many of us are not living outside that, are not living under that life script? Because for you to be someone in your community, it depends on the car that you're driving and your house. Isn't it? So you must pimp your car and your house to get that social status. There is that pressure. What you eat and where you eat from. It is not important what you eat, but which restaurant, which hotel. Mama Narongo is another class. Mama Narongo is some kind of witchcraft. It is juju. Mama Narongo. What is that? It's consumerism. We are living in a consumer society where production, is bigger than consumption now. Have you noticed that there is too much products and too many products in the market than we can even afford? The way China is producing, it is almost outdoing the demand. I don't know, the economists should tell us. Is the demand and supply balancing? The production is at the peak.
You can't just you can't find more because you have
that area of soft drinks. There is a plethora of soft drinks and you are not able to choose. You see? That is consumerism. In the hotel, people serve like 5 foods. That is consumerism. When you ask someone, what do you have? We have matoke, we have posho, we have spaghetti, that is only food. We have rice, we have yams, we have sweet potatoes, we have Irish potatoes. They cooked all that. And the customer says, Mpabionna. Give me all. Hello. That's consumerism.
So, but that reminds me of the guest and the host.
Hey, the other guy, where we wanted some money. The guy had like 8 bowls of sauce and 9 dishes of foods.
But is it even healthy?
Consumerism.
There's a way.
You understand where we are? This is what we are struggling with now. Consumerism. The pressures in the market. The bills. For instance, how many bills do we have in a household so far these days? Let's try to count them. There is water. There is electricity. There is dust. There is the dust. There is the internet. There is the TV. There is the phone.
Yeah.
How many things do we pay on the phone? We pay airtime. We pay data. I think that is it. What else do we pay in the house?
Gas.
There is gas. There is gas. In the kitchen. In the kitchen there are two bills: electricity and gas. There is also charcoal. You understand? There was also the maid. That's one household. How many are those, by the way? Then now we go to food. Then we go now to the detergents. Then there's the security guard. Then there's the dog.
Compound maintenance.
Dog food. Compound maintenance. Then now there's fuel.
Fumigation.
There's no, then that is monthly or what?
Fumigation service.
Hey.
What are they?
Those are household bills. But let me ask you, how come we need all those bills? Don't we? Consumerism is asking. Someone has convinced you that you need to have all those. When you have a charcoal stove, you need a gas cylinder. When you have a gas cylinder, you need a cooker. You need a microwave and a fridge. You need a pressure cooker too. In the same house. You need a blender.
And a juicer.
And you need a juicer. Why? What is wrong with this? That is consumerism. They are marketing each and every time. Did you say that you have a microwave?
Yes.
Does it have the section of an oven? If you don't, you need now this one. Oh, you have a microwave. Does it have a remote? No. You know we need this one. Recently, one of us was telling us that his wife has got 2 gas cookers. 2 cookers, actually. So what she does, she uses this today and uses the other the next day or next week. They are all functional in the same house. One of us here in this fellowship. Consumerism. How much do you need in your house?
How many pair of shoes do you have?
You have clothes for each and every party. White party cloth, baby shower cloth, baby shower wardrobe, white party wardrobe, evening dinner wardrobe, Valentine's wardrobe, intimate party wardrobe. All those wardrobes are filled from shoe to hair. Consumerism. How many wigs does your wife need?
Need or what?
Let's concentrate on need so that we can now interpret the consumerism. How many types of nails? Consumerism. A woman has got eyelashes, has got hair, manufactured hair, manufactured eyelashes, manufactured nails, manufactured waistband, manufactured bums, manufactured, and the factories are producing, because our desires and our wants are insatiable and they are endless. Consumerism. How much do you need in life? How many shirts do you need as a man? How many trousers do you need? How many do you have? How many pairs of shoes do you need? The company is telling you don't need 10 pairs of shoes. No, you need brands. 10 leather shoes, 10 pairs of sneakers, 10 pairs of flats, okay? 10 pairs of lace shoes with laces, 10 pairs of shoes without laces, different kinds, 10 pairs of gym shoes and workout shoes. How many tens have I counted? People have that. You understand? This is Monday wear. There's this guy, I don't know whether the news was right. David Beckham, who puts on a new shirt every day. A new shirt. A new shirt every day.
The same color.
How many shirts do you need? That's consumerism. When you look at the Kasasiro here in Kampala Wakiso, what do you see? You see evidence of consumerism. We have our dusty bins are filled with things we purchased,
When we didn't need it.
convinced that we needed them, yet we did not. Now we have thrown them on the dust bin to go and buy new ones. We are always buying. We are always buying. And because we are always buying, the pressure of working hard is so high. Have you noticed that we are working so hard that we don't even have time for ourselves to live? We are working so hard so that we can buy too much that we don't need. And we have lost ourselves. We have lost who we are. We have lost relationships. Families are broken. Human beings are being destroyed. Mental health and mental illness are rising. The pressure is so high, we are running mad. Endless consumption as a drive of economic growth. Material possessions as markers of identity, success, and fulfillment. Trends over durability and need. We are buying things because they are trending. In European countries, companies determine what you're going to wear. They wake up one morning and tell you, you can no longer wear this shirt. And people pack the junkie. They empty all their wardrobes and run to Walmart to buy what is new. iPhone 1, iPhone 2, iPhone 3, iPhone...
Talking about iPhone, Steve Jobs had a problem with one of his top people in his
Top executives. Yes.
This man was telling me, you should make iPhones based on the market needs.
Yes.
And Steve Jobs told him, and this man said that Steve Jobs was right.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs told him, it's me who is going to determine
what
the market
needs.
And he told him, if you want to make money in this world,
Thank you.
You should influence your market to convince the market that what you are producing is what
the industry is determining what you need.
In quotes,
It is capitalizing on your insatiable desires and covetousness and now making that. You can no longer put on this shoe. You can't put on this shirt. It is the industry and the factory is determining.
That shirt is too big.
That shirt is too big. So which iPhone do you have? It's not that you have a phone. No. It is which phone?
I have S20.
S20? We are 25.
We are talking about phones.
Phones? No, we are talking about numbers. You're welcome, my elder brother Samson. It's good to have you on live. Which phone? Which shirt? Which brand? Individual desire over collective well-being and sustainability. That is consumerism. That is where we are. Those are the pressures. And because we are under that pressure of consumerism, we are working so hard to fill a bottomless pit. Can you imagine working so hard to fill a bottomless pit? That is why humanity has failed in that bottomless pit. And we are no longer human beings. We are robots being operated by these technologies. What has resulted into that? Let me give you an experience, something that you need to go and research and Google about. The demographic crisis in developed countries. Listen to what is happening in Japan. Japan has got a total population of 124 million people. Good. Now, by the year 2024, this is 2021, 2025, Japan registered a total birth of babies, 780,000. How many died? You ask. 1.7 million people registered death. They died. How many did they?
Almost half.
Almost half.
They can't replace it.
They just can't replace. 30% of Japan population, 30%, are over 70 years. Do you know what that means? That 40 million people are bazee.
Non-producing section of the
non-producing and non-productive section of the population. 40 million people. In Japan, there are 73 aged men who are playing rugby. Do you know why? Because they have worked so much, they have a good health care system. But maintaining that health care system that gives them that longevity, isn't it, has a cost. You have no time for family, and you can't afford the family. What else has happened in Japan? In Japan, there are 4 million empty houses where an entire household has passed on. 4 million. You people, do you know 4 million houses? You need a drone in the sky.
Pastor, Uganda's housing needs are 250,000 houses.
Uganda. Annually.
Uganda needs extra 250,000.
Japan has 4 million empty houses where all people, all relatives have died. And no one is claiming.
No air is claiming.
They have perished. But they are working so hard. They have skyscrapers in Tokyo. Is that their city?
Because Japan also has one of the highest one of the longest working days.
It has one of the longest working days.
They work for a minimum of 12 hours. They work minus lunch breaks and whatever breaks.
What the government has decided now is paying $300,000 to anyone who has a child per year. They give you that to take care of the child. To encourage people to make babies. No one is doing that. Why? Because of the cost of living. What is wrong with the cost of living? Do you remember the household bills that we counted? That is what people are looking at. In China, to raise a child to the teen age, you need like 500 million shillings of Uganda. Now, who's going to have a baby? Do you see where consumerism has gotten us?
People are overworking.
Yes.
They don't even have time. If you have a child,
yes.
and one of the parents
want to stay home.
Because hiring another person to look after the children, you have to pay them almost more than you earn per hour.
The person who takes care of your child.
So you need to stay home.
You need to stay home.
People cannot afford the
Women don't want to stay home. They want to go and work.
They rather work than have kids and take care of them.
Women are willing to pay for nannies than stay home. Everyone is busy. But we are busy doing what? What are we doing? We are busy serving consumerism. That was Japan, isn't it? Let's go to the United States of America. The Harvard, I think it was the Harvard Graduate School of Education research in 2024 again made the following research and concluded that the United States is suffering from an epidemic of loneliness. Listen to the statistics of research. 21% of adults are lonely. Now, 21% of 300 million people, over 300 million people. You can calculate and tell us how many people are those. 21% of adults are lonely. And this is what they say. 81% reported anxiety and depression of the adults. Because of loneliness, they are suffering from depression and many other diseases like dementia and many other diseases of being alone. Mental health sicknesses at the rise. Why? Because someone is in the house alone, not for a week, as throughout. In those developed countries, a child has spent 20 years without seeing their father. 20 years, different states. And do you know why? They cannot negotiate those visitations with time. Work hours. 75% reported little or no meaning and purpose at all in life. When they ask them, what do you think about life? Life is useless. There is no purpose of living. 67% of adults reported not being part of meaningful groups. They don't even have a bar where they go and associate. Why? Because whenever they go to a bar, they sit on a counter and take their drink alone. Because everyone is minding their own what? Their own business. You can't come in my space. 65% reported fundamentally disconnected from others. I mean, a fundamental disconnect. That is where someone dies in the house and the police finds out 1 month later.
I was reading about someone somewhere who died in her house and police discovered after 8 months.
8 months. Someone died in their house. A celebrity. No one knew where they were. 63% reported themselves as feeling irrelevant and burdensome. In the United States, when you grow old, your family members take you to the facility. The good word is retirement home. But these are not retirement homes. These are facilities where black Africans and all of strangers from nowhere are going to start taking care of you. And you have relatives. And you know what your relatives are doing? They are just paying. They are paying to get rid of you. They are working so hard so that they can maintain you in the facility. But now, a facility is for mentally disturbed people. Consumerism. Why? Relatives have no time. No one can take care of you. It is so bad that consumerism has made us hate each other, that even siblings like we are here, no one of us is willing to stay with mom or dad so that we can pay him or her. No, we want a stranger to take care of our parent. What are we doing? We are busy. Work hours. But what are we working for? This research then asked, why are these adults in this state? And here are the reasons that they gave. Number one, 73% technology. Yes. People, instead of visiting you, they rather call you. Or send you a message. Or an email. So technology has replaced physical presence. We have now a virtual sociology. Is that a sociology or a lie? Number one. Number two, 63% said absence of family time. There is no longer family time. Now let me ask us Africans, when was the last time that you had a family meal together and spent time with your family? At least 3 days. In a row. When was the last time that you had a family gathering without someone dying? Or wedding? When was the last time that you called your siblings and told them, let's go home and spend this weekend at home all together? Because normally me and my siblings, we normally go home when our parents summon us. We want you. And that's why we start calling each other. Mzee wants us. I don't know now what he wants. Me, I told him I don't have time. He said it is important. Oh, we are quarreling to associate. What are we doing? We are working for bills here. I have bills. I have bills. They will chase me from my apartment. We are afraid to lose our rentals.
I'm not afraid.
Not afraid to lose our siblings. Consumerism. We rather slave pack a last to consume than sacrifice for family time and live with each other. In the United States, people have so much love for dogs, rats, cats, snakes. Oh, my dog. Oh, my dog. Oh, my dog. There's that doctor on DSTV. Is he called Dr. Paul? Dr. who?
Dr. Paul.
It's called Dr. Paul. Dr. Paul, Dr. Paul, my cat. Oh, dear. Oh. A cat! Where are your children? Are they left? You see, a dog has loyalty. A dog has loyalty. That is desperately speaking.
A dog
has loyalty. A dog.
A dog has loyalty. You have loyalty in the one of the dog.
I rather stay with my dog. I rather stay with my dog. A dog And then when they die, they write a will and put the dog in the will. That the house belongs to the dog. The money in the bank belongs to the dog. And governments are stuck with the rich dog. The last thing they said was mental health challenges. That's the cause of this illness. But what has caused this mental illness? Pressure. People are under pressure. That's why they are dragging their body so that the pressure can come down. Let's open our Bibles very quickly. And we finalize this thing. Matthew chapter 6, verse 25 to 26. Luke 12. Matthew 6, 25 to 27. Luke 12, 16 to 21. Okay. Matthew 6, 25 to 27. Let me go to Timothy. A dog. Real people. Okay, so who is in Matthew?
So I said to you,
yes,
take no thought for your life, about food or drink, or about clothing for your body. Is not life more than food, and the body more than its clothing?
That is 27.
That is 25. See the birds of heaven.
Yes.
They do not put seeds in the earth. They do not get in grain or put it in stores houses. And your Father in heaven gives them food. Are you not of much more value than they?
Yes.
And which of you, by taking thought, is able to make himself a cubit long taller?
Exactly. What that text is asking us, of the things that we are working for, that passage is asking one fundamental question. Of all those things that we are working for, can someone tell me one thing of all the things that we are struggling for, the things that make us busy not to be with our children, not to parent children? We put our children in vans at 4 in the morning. And recently my neighbor's child was vomiting rapidly. Then I asked her, what is going on? She told me, you see, he has asthma, and this morning, waking up every morning, taking him to school is the problem. Then I asked him, why don't you just stop that? And you see, Uncle Isaiah, the van, I told her, stop it. That verse is asking us to state one thing that we're working for that keeps us alive. Can someone tell me that thing? What is that one thing that is a necessity for our living? One thing for you to stay alive that we're working so hard for. Answer, food. Food, question. How much food do you need compared to how much you are working?
To feed well.
Yes.
An average Ugandan 10,000
10,000 a day. Good. Now, yes, to eat well. How come you are putting on your account 100,000 a day? Clearly. What is Luke saying?
16?
Yes.
12:16. And he told them a parable.
Yes, that is God speaking.
Saying,
Uh-huh.
the land of a rich man brought forth plentifully. And he thought to himself, what should I do? For I have nowhere to store my crops. And he said, I will do this. I will pull down my barns and build larger ones. And there I will store all my grain, my goods. And I will say to my soul, so You have ample goods laid up for many years. Take your ease.
Do you see the agenda of that rich guy? It is not working for what he wants to use now. His agenda is working for what to use in the tomorrow where he isn't. Take ease.
Take your ease.
Take your ease,
Eat.
Eat.
Drink. Be merry. God says, for this night your soul is required of you, and the things you have prepared.
So,
whose will they be?
So all the things that he was working for could not keep him alive. Basically, what the Bible is telling you is this, ladies and gentlemen, okay? This is what the Word of God is telling you. What does Matthew 6:11 say? Matthew 11:6 says,
Give us this day our daily bread.
For you to get rid of consumerism, this is what you need. Find out the things you need daily. And by daily, I mean when you are alive. Do you guys understand? You have to tell the difference between your needs and your wants. You are putting yourself under pressure for nothing. Your children who have legs can walk to school. They don't need a van. The school must not determine when you wake your child from sleep to go to school. It is you who decided to take that child to school, right? Then you must also decide when the appropriate time for your child to go to school. You cannot wake these toddlers at 4 in the morning that they are going to school, and then they put them in that van. They loiter around all villages, and then they reach at school at 8. Let us calm down. This consumer capitalistic environment is going to destroy us. We need one parent to stay home and take care of the children. We cannot get out of the house. Children go to school. The mother goes to work. The father goes to work. We close the house. Or we leave it for the stranger. It is the housemaid that are enjoying our beautiful houses. We come back late. We are paying TV for the maid to watch. We are not watching TV. Where is this going to end? We are sending our loved ones to hospitals for strangers to take care of them. We are institutionalizing our parents. The mother who took care of you, you have sent her to a facility so that the facility can take care of her. Why didn't she send you to a facility? We have no family meetings unless there is a crisis and there is someone we are going to banish. We only gather if we are going to divide the remains of the late. Consumerism. What kind of people are we? We walk on the streets, bypass each other, and never say hi. Hi. Good morning is a burden. And because we are under pressure, even when we dare say good morning to someone, they don't reply. They are annoyed. With us, they don't know. We are so doomed. We must repent. We are not saved by how much we have. We are saved by grace through faith alone. We do not live by bread alone. That's what God said. because even the satisfied die. We have corpses with their bellies filled with food. You will still die filled with your stomach full. You will die. You will still die in that base new model. You will still die. The actual problem is not the means of transport. The actual problem is building and rebuilding the social infrastructure. We are going to run mad. We have to come together. People are alone. They are with their phones. And their phones are running them mad. People no longer sit in the living rooms and have a conversation. They don't have time for a conversation. But they have 3 hours a day for their phone. 3 hours. Can we put down these phones for a while, ladies and gentlemen, and talk to each other? Our brains have been captured by these phones. We now have ChatGPT that is thinking for us. We cannot even think for ourselves anymore. Why? Because we cannot have a conversation. Creativity and thoughtfulness can only be born out of these discussions. Let's get involved with each other. We don't have to work every day. Let me say that again. We do not have to work every day.
And 6 days you shall do your work.
6 days you shall do your work. Okay? Okay. Are you doing your work 6 days? Okay, do you have a day of rest? You don't even want us to speak to you for 1 hour. You see, a good sermon it must be like 30 minutes, because according to psychology, the attention span that comes from the pit of hell. Attention span. What is that attention? Shut up. Shut up. Do you know why? Because you can't be attentive. Why? Because you are TikTok listeners. You scroll. You are distracted. Why are you distracted? Because you have never talked to someone. You don't have discussions, conversations. They are no longer conversations where people sit and talk. That's why your attention spans are broken. Yes. Yes.
Discussion activity.
Yes.
Do some brainstorming.
And then?
We want to look at introduction instead of that. Let me brainstorm the concept. Just see 5 of you.
5 of you? Yes.
So during the discussion, we discovered from ChatGPT and DeepSeek.
You tell students to go and have a discussion group. They open their tabs and ask ChatGPT for the points to bring to you. People don't want to talk to each other. Do you know why they do that? Because at home, their parents never talk to them for 1 hour. Switch off the TV, switch off the internet in the house. Let us talk. Tell me what you feel about this family. What do you know about life? You have that conversation. When the phones and the gadgets are off, close the chicken. The kitchen? Yes, close that kitchen. But because our social fabric has failed.
I think half a month where you have not subscribed to TV.
Yes. Turn off.
So this month is a talking month.
Let us not be technological dependents. Let's break this thing of consumerism. We are being fed by the people we don't know. We are lost. We have lost who we are. We have lost our loved ones while living. And this is unfortunate. And that is the last life script in the book of Ecclesiastes. Consumerism. May God bless you.